July 27th in Austin, a conference led by the Texas Coalition for Compassionate Care informed attendees about an act to be presented to the Texas legislature, which would allow doctors to recommend and patients to use medical cannabis in Texas.
It's a bill for an affirmative defense for patients to allow them to have a truthful defense and allow them to explain to the jury why they're using marijuana. It also lets the officers know that the person has a defense, which would be a significant deterrent to arrest and prosecution. We've seen models elsewhere that are following this already in the state of Washington. It seems to be working extremely well, not only for the patients, but also for the community. And every volunteer and every person that's involved with the Texas Coalition for Compassionate Care is working to make sure that patients have something in 2011.
I'm involved because I have been personally affected, because I have a dear friend, Karen Hakela, who suffered from brain tumors, glioblastoma tumors that ultimately took her life. And in the final days of her life, she was helped by medical marijuana. It just helped her to eat. It helped to keep her from wasting. Ultimately, the tumors won, but she was made more comfortable in her final days by this medicine that was approved by her doctor.
When juries are presented with the truth, why an individual had to break the law, the most recent one was up in Amarillo. A jury was able to hear the truth that a man with HIV was using cannabis for cachexia, which is wasting. And they heard the truth, and it took them 6 minutes to acquit. So what we do know is that when juries are given the truth, they're quite capable of making the decision who's dangerous to society and who isn't. And this bill would allow every patient to tell the truth to a jury if they should come into contact with the law.
You know, I mean, hippies. I mean, I was a Marine. I mean, you know, I was against it. I worked in units against drug interdiction. Mm-hmm. And to take that and turn it around into somebody that has had a veil of darkness lifted from in front of their eyes and can just see the world for the first time in 30 years from pain and whatnot. And I mean, I'm talking a lot of pain. Chronic, where I didn't really care whether I die or not. I mean, it just doesn't matter. To not only the pain-freeness or the almost pain-free, but the ability to start walking again. I'm documented 30 years as a quadriplegic or hemiparesis, Brown-Séquard syndrome. It's very well documented. And hey, I don't know, I'm standing here. And I did walk with a walker for several years, dragging my leg kind of in this fashion like that. And but right now, hey, I can just walk right on. Now, I'm not going to say I'm good at it because I just started for the first time in 30 years. Something that I've always been against my entire life, which is referred to as marijuana, but is cannabis, is it's helped me. I mean, it's changed my life. I don't know what else to say. It's just, it's a miracle.
To read the Karen Hakela Compassionate Care Act and to get more information, visit texascompassion.com.